Welcome back to Popcorn and Beers, your favorite movie review podcast. Of course, we have your butter on top, Beast, and Jordan's drunk classic down the Periscope. Let's go. It's time. It's time. It's time for your favorite wrestlers' appearance on Boy Meets World's parents' favorite movie podcast. That's right. It is Popcorn and Beers, and you know how the show goes, where some use tomatoes and others use thumbs. We use the stuff that gets you drunk. Welcome back to all that watch us each and every week. We truly appreciate all that you do. And I need you to appreciate what we do, because this week we watched some pretty terrible movies, so you don't have to. Starting with our butter on top, Beast. Jordan, you did not even deem this necessary to spend your money on.
No, this was like such a B movie. Who is the star? Like the main cast, the stars was like, what? This is in theaters?
You got Russell Crowe in it, so you had like an Oscar winner in this, right?
Russell Crowe is so B list these days that he is literally shaped. He is literally shaped like the letter B.
You also get the third best Hemsworth. You get Luke Hemsworth in this, but he's not even the main character. He's just a guy playing an agent. So your main character in this is Daniel McPherson. Then you got Brendan Foster, who I've probably seen him in some things, right? Kelly Gale is actually somebody that caught my eye, and it was because I was like, dang, she's really, really pretty. And then I was like, dang, that's all she has going for her.
Dang.
That's sexist. This movie, I don't know that it was AI slop, guys. I think this was just bro slop. Bro down. We're gonna say words to each other. We're gonna go up to each other and we're gonna be like, you remember the time? Protein. Oh, there are so many haircuts in this, Josh. What do you mean? There are so many haircuts. I'm like, okay, frosted chips, the best part of waking up. But there are frosted tips aplenty within this film. It is some of the worst acting you may ever see. Like, you may never see worse act. You could go to a high school play where they kind of want to be there and not see worse acting than the acting that appeared in this film. Okay, so let's talk about Beast. Beast is a story that has no meaning, no morals, no ethics, no boundaries. Beast goes everywhere you don't want it to and nowhere you would like it to go. It opens with a fight. Of course, it's a fight movie, right? Okay, cool. Let's open with a fight. And then you don't get to see the fight. It just says walk out to the arena, and then it goes 10 years later. And
Ew. I'm rock hard here, Janine.
Wait, what? Fast forward, he's on a fishing boat. No explanation. That'll come later, and it won't make any sense if you're wondering. The explanation is essentially, let's just copy what happened in Con Air, and how Nick Cage goes to jail. That's the explanation. Will we show it to you? Absolutely not, because fight scenes cost money. Just believe us. But it goes from there, and it turns out his what appears to be coked out little brother, on reckless speculation there, but is now 7-0, and he's gonna fight a guy that's trying to get revenge on his legacy by beating up the little brother of the guy that knocked him out. Were we supposed to know he knocked him out? You never told it. Now we know. Now we know this is a thing. Okay, it's nonsensical. All of a sudden we have an unsanctioned fight in a warehouse on a scale, on, like, those car scales. Like, we're gonna fight on that because we have to have an unsanctioned fight now. This has to happen. Okay, cool. All right, let's do that. Oh, someone died. The lady that's gonna tell you that someone died is just gonna explain it like I tried to stop him. Bitch, it's been 6 hours. You could have told me he left the party 6 hours ago. You just stood there quiet while my brother went off to die for 6 hours? You didn't think the moment he was out of earshot, you could have told me? Like, you just, okay, all right, cool. But I love him. Do you? Do you though? It's weird. Anyway, also, this is gonna catch people's attention. Okay, you ready for this? All right. By the way, we have a baby on the way. We're gonna throw a new baby in the mix. Okay, they already got a kid. The kid has to go to the emergency room for something. Got to see a specialist. I believe that Australia is one of the countries that has universal health care. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's weird that he's like, we can't afford that, bitch. I think your medical care is free. But outside of that. Outside of that, she's like, and we got a bun in the oven. I know you're under a lot of stress, but I'm knocked up. Okay, here's the funny part about this. That's not the funny part. The funny part is, okay, we go in, not showing. Funeral, big belly underneath funeral clothes. We're back to a different scene, no belly. And then we're in a new scene, belly again. And I'm like, how many different stages of pregnancy is she going to go through in this? And also, how long do you presume it takes to have a baby? Because like she's pregnant and he's got 7 weeks to lead up to the first fight, which gets canceled 4 weeks into training. And then he had 6 months to prepare for the second fight. So she should be pretty big. She should be about to have this kid.
Do they actually show any fighting in this movie?
Yes. Okay. We get 3 fights in this movie total. 3 fights in this movie.
Okay.
I will say some of the stuff is interesting. Like some of the fight choreography was okay. It wasn't terrible. It was actually pretty good, but it was very focused on fancy moves, like lots of moving around. So essentially in my notes, I put, this is what happens if you give Hallmark an AI and tell it to make me a movie about fighting and brothers. So basically, like they try really hard, lean into the Hallmark aspects of it, and it never blasts off. It just blasts you in the face with a whole lot of this movie's gonna suck, and it does. It does not let you down there. So if your expectations were for Beast to be real bad, it met your expectations. This is not even a popcorn. So don't worry about going and seeing Beast. Don't even put it on while you're high. This is a terrible movie. You could just skip it. All right.
However,
one movie that we couldn't skip, guys, we could not skip it, mainly because it's contractually obligated that we watch someone's drunk classic every single week, was Down Periscope. And Jordan picked a movie I have damn near memorized because I watched this movie about 50,000 times as a little kid. I've seen this movie so many times. So Jordan, talk to us about why you chose Down Periscope from 1996.
Because it's peak 90s. It's so fun. I've only seen this movie like a couple times, and I always kind of forget like how funny it is. Just all the lines, all the little moments and lines in it are just so quotable, so memorable. I mean, of course, a lot of things are very 90s and don't translate to like some of the humor
Sexism
and stuff like that. Yeah, sexism
Yeah.
and ableism and all the isms. It's all of them. It's
Do they
quite
say the R
a
word?
beat.
Do they drop a hard
Yeah.
R in this?
They
do,
Oh,
right?
sure, bud.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
sure, bud.
I'm always struck, and I was always struck even in like the 90s and stuff, but like, is Kelsey Grammar really like a leading comedy man? Like, is he that funny? They're really
Frasier.
pushing him to be like that?
Frasier?
I never watched
Yeah.
Frasier, and I just didn't get it. I don't
Dude.
get his face. He doesn't
Okay.
seem very funny.
I think
Okay.
he's got the
Oh.
I'm smarter than you Dennis Leary style.
He's got incredible timing. That's his thing. Yeah.
It's quite a B-list cast. Even I would say even
It's
for
an
the
epic
90s.
B-list cast, Jordan. Like
It is.
Epic B. Epic B. Yes.
It is.
There you go.
There's a lot
Specialized.
of
Specialized.
We've got young Rob Schneider, who still kind of looks like old Rob Schneider, who is still, playing just himself these days. Just the
Yeah.
bootlicking little guy.
Schneider.
William H. Macy does a very like kind of underwhelming kind of part in this. He's just kind of
Yep.
like he's a guy in it.
He plays
He
that
was the one that they would
sometimes.
have had
He
to
did the same
pay.
thing on Savannah. No, Sahara. The Sahara movie. He was the same kind of character. I think he was a former Navy guy. That's weird.
Who's married to former convict Felicity Huffman. She went to jail, everyone.
Okay, then.
Harlan Williams is one of
She's part of the
my
USC scandal.
underrated, unsung, unappreciated comedy guys. I love everything that he's in. He is the sonar guy, right, with the whales and stuff.
So,
dude.
so audience, if you're
He's-
That
tracking,
whale shit. Holy shit. That whole thing. The mining, and then I had no idea any of that was coming. And
You haven't
I
seen
could
this?
not stop. I saw it one time. When I
Oh,
saw it in theaters.
that's a pretty seminal scene. Is the whale
It's fun.
Dude, I totally forgot about that whole thing. And it was like seeing it for the first time, and like their faces reacting to him were perfect. Like his it was so good. Oh my God.
He goes for
And
it.
if you were
in
listening to
everything
Jordan
he's
just
in.
now, audience, before Josh and I had a little dialogue, just prepare yourself because he just said, big fan of Harlan Raymond, which means coming to a drunk classic near you at some point in this year, Rocket Man will happen.
Yeah, woohoo!
It's a guarantee.
It's been cuspy for a long time.
Cuspy.
Yeah,
I'm sure
On
it's
that
gonna
list,
happen
though,
this year.
also,
but yeah,
you got friggin' Toby Huss, the electrician, the Sparky.
yeah. He's
dude.
my favorite character in this movie, though. He's so funny.
So good.
Yeah, with this pirate stuff drawn on his face at the end. It's hilarious.
He's a lifetime
all the whole
achievement
time.
B actor.
You get a little peep at Patton Oswalt, really, really young, just like has like one line. Maybe he's just a guy at like one of the operating computer tables or whatever.
Oh wow.
Was he?
I
He's just
know
like there. It's like, hey, look, it's Patton Oswalt. Yeah.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
missed
so that was
him.
cool. This is a very it's crude, kind of clean, not clean. I wouldn't say clean, but
Subtly
I don't know.
crude.
Yeah, subtly crude
Subtly
because
crude.
it's also
cute.
it's very Looney Tunes sort of stuff as well.
Yeah.
It's
all the-
very 90s. Like you hit the nail on the head when you said peak 90s. It's very Ace Ventura, Chris Farley,
Yeah.
Black Sheep, like
Mhm.
style comedy.
Yes, and the best part of all is the ending. The Village People music video in the navies.
Missed it. I
Oh,
freaking missed it because I watched it on Prime, and Prime auto skipped it to make me watch the next movie, which I didn't want to watch. I wanted to watch the after credits scene. Looked like they were having a lot of fun.
yeah. So down Periscope, I mean, it's pretty like in between the silly things. It's just kind of like a lot of really bad green screen shots of like a submarine not really doing anything all that dramatic. So in that sense, it's like this is not for younger people these days. They just be like, this is stupid. I could hear it, I could see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't age well, I would
It's
say,
kind
but
of stretched, like a lot
Yeah.
of older movies are.
exactly.
Guys, this is
Uh,
cringe.
Yeah,
It is cringe, indeed. It's definitely cringe. This is like a heyday of all these Saturday Night Live Harvard writers. They all had the club back then, and they all wrote the same formula type of stuff. And this was a ragtag bunch of people that does the thing, and then they specifically involves Rip Torn, and who's the other guy? The Bruce Dern, the guy who's like the racist bully and everything. I bet in real life he's like the nicest man. He knows how to play
Like
evil.
Sam Rockwell.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's just right up the alley of that 90s. And it kind of, for me, it fell by the wayside. I saw it the one time in theaters, and I remember it being like, yeah, okay. But it was just like, there's also Tommy Boy. There's also so many other movies
Black
that are
Sheep.
kind of just like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's a movie of a few good, really, really good moments, really funny, memorable, So, but it's not really quite a good movie. So I give it it's still a popcorn of a movie, but it's funny, it's memorable, and it's classic.
I
That's
laughed a
cool.
lot. I'm not gonna lie. Like
No.
the one-liners got me quite a bit.
Yeah.
There's quite a few little like things they throw in there. The tattoo on the penis joke that makes him appear. That's one of the subtly crude things, by the way. At the very
Yeah.
end, did you catch the subtly crude thing? Like, oh, these two people are gonna bone, which is
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
super
not
not
necessary.
allowed. By the way, super not allowed. But it's like, hey, tell me about that tattoo I keep hearing about. Like you don't know it's on his shalom. Like we get it. They're about to get it on. They're about to get into the Marvin Gaye-verse. Okay, so it's funny that they do that throughout the movie. I think the fart when they're trying to stay silent, it was some kind of giant explosion. Uh, I don't I don't know if we need stuff like that, but I do love the butter on the floor for Schneider.
Yeah.
That's good.
That was good, and it reminded me of a YouTube video that was very popular when I was in the military, when I was going through, like, the college years in the dorms, where the guy's roommate keeps slamming the door shut every time he goes to work or gets home from work, so the other roommate rubs butter all over the floor, so when he gets home and he slams the door shut, he slips, and then he gets pissed and tries to get up and keeps slipping, and he goes, "I know, it's bleeping you, because there's butter all over the bleeping floor," and he's pounding on the door. Sorry. But yeah, no, for me, I'm gonna give it a popcorn and one. Like it holds up. It's fine. It's not too bad. It doesn't venture into deep water, just like I said, subtly crude water. Josh, what did you think?
Yeah, same. I'm even keel with you guys. Yeah, it's borderline popcorn. It's cuspy with the popcorn in one because of the
Cuspy.
incredible supporting staff. Like the movie takes a while to get going, but you really do. Like even if you're reluctant, like I was, you fall in love with the freaking crew. Like
Hmm.
Yeah.
there's like a couple characters that like, okay, we could have just cut them out, but whatever. I don't know why that really old guy was on a Navy vessel. Well, what was that
I
all
loved
about?
it.
You don't have
I
civilians
loved it.
working in submarines. I mean, it's cool, yeah, but like,
He's gonna crush
there's
this
so
like
much
a
about it.
tin
Like,
can.
we got this ragtag bunch of like these people don't exist in the real military. Like, there's not a guy that's walking around with sleeveless uniform. It's just this is
Yeah.
not Major Payne, but I like Major
Yeah,
Payne, so
yeah.
I'll allow it.
The salute at the end. Did you catch the salute at the end, Josh?
Yeah,
Where
it's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, all around though, it just becomes it's like the Orville, the show, where it's like, oh, this is like a cool movie, cool show. I thought it was just like a dumb comedy, but it's like, oh, Fraser Crane, what's his name, Kelsey Grammer, like he's like
Kelsey
actually a
Grammar.
good captain, and you like actually respect him. And I would watch this show. This is a show today. I
Mhm.
say this a lot, but I could see season one and then season two doesn't pan out, like Space Force.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or what was
Love
it,
Space
the
Force.
on HBO, something
This is
5?
basically Space Force. That's
Yeah.
probably what they did. They're like, we got to make a new show, Space Force. Let's get Steve Carell and watch down Periscope and make the movie.
Alright, so what'd you give it?
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind it. I'm gonna be fair, like, there's been worse drunk classics
Yeah,
before, right?
I
Like, this whole
I had a great time.
throw it on the bag of potato chips. Let's talk a little bit about what we were watching this week. Jordan, why don't you get us started with what you were watching?
Yeah, so I finally got to see Mercy with Chris Pratt. Was this a butter on top?
No, this is one I
It
reviewed a
wasn't.
while
You
back
just
because I
reviewed
got
it.
into a free screening of it. So I reviewed it
Okay.
before it came into theaters.
I think
Oh,
that's the only best reason to watch this is that it was free,
Lots of people loved
because
it, man. Lots
really?
of people loved it.
Uh,
Like, I was kind of
wow.
surprised that it's not great cinema, but a lot of like, just, hey, I threw this on to watch it. And maybe it's like I said, expectations, they matter.
Is it an airport book?
I don't know.
ridiculous.
Actually,
I don't
could be.
know. It's pretty ridiculous. Like all the it's cool because like it relies
Jordan,
heavily.
your face is so dismissive when you said it wasn't even playful. It was angry with the fact that somebody might like this movie. It's ridiculous.
Say that again.
Say it to my
It
face.
heavily- this movie heavily relies on like futuristic tech stuff, you know, like that's the big
Yeah.
draw. Technology, the AI court system, the flying around drones, the this and that. And like if that's
Mhm.
really what you're heavily relying on, like it's all got to be cool, and some of it is really really corny. Like the hover bike thing that she rides around on just looks absolutely ridiculous. You couldn't look more ridiculous flying on something that in idea, like the thought of it sounds cool. Somebody described this device, you'd be like, wow, that sounds really cool. She looks absolutely ridiculous riding around on this thing. So unintimidating. Like if a cop pulled up on me, no. In that thing, yeah.
She's also like 5 feet
Uh,
tall.
yeah. It tries to throw too much drama at you. It tries to build this really kind of complex storyline that I don't think was necessary. I think there was
I agree.
simple things in here that they could have delivered that would have been just fine, and give us more action, more like real action that you see, not so much things that are
The
looking
car
through a
chase at
webcam,
the end
basically.
was decent action. Like the final car
Yeah.
chase was pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, give us more of that and less of the kind of BS-y, you know.
Mhm.
The best part of this movie was the actress who I just she was just she's
Rebecca
having a bit of a
Ferguson?
moment right here. Yeah, Rebecca
Rebecca Ferguson?
Ferguson as the judge. Yeah.
Mhm.
She was fantastic. She was very standout. Of course she's playing like an AI, but she's very good at it. She's very cold and scary, and the way that like her AI face is analyzing things and kind of glitching out and stuff, like she nailed that. That was really really good.
That's cool.
Mhm.
It's not this isn't unwatchable. Like it was a fine watch. You know, I was sort of on the edge of my seat a little bit. Like I was built into the tension of it, but the payoff just was
Yeah.
just like, all right, I guess this is kind of forgettable. I don't know if I'd recommend this to anybody. I give it a popcorn and 1.
Poppin' one.
Popcorn and 1, yeah. So I left. I think in my review I said, okay, first act, really boring. Like it's a lot. Second act, okay, we're starting to ramp it up. Third act, okay, I'm in. Okay, why wasn't the whole movie the third act? Like it was, you were edging me too long. Just let me bust.
Ooh.
All right, like with a movie like this, you don't.
I'm rock hard, yeah, bitch.
With a movie like this, we don't need all the buildup, if that makes sense.
Dig it.
Yeah.
You guys are
Yeah.
just gonna focus on the comment. I got it. I'm sorry. I threw a wrench into everything. Jordan, why don't you just give us?
It's
Go
our
ahead.
second edging comment we've had today, and I think I'm getting scared.
Gotcha. Okay. We'll stop it. We'll stop it right now. To quote Jordan. Jordan,
Oh.
why don't you give us a more? Why don't you give us a more wholesome review so I don't accidentally make
right.
another joke?
I watched a animated movie that was a butter on top. This one was a butter on top, right?
This one was a butter on top.
Yay! Yes, I had missed this one though for whatever reason. Goat, right? Steph Curry's animated adventure of animals playing something that
Basketball.
is basketball adjacent, basketball akin, because it's not straightforward. It's not Space Jam. It's not.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's there. It's different. I don't
like
know. It's
Disney
hard to
basketball.
Yeah, it's hard to understand
Okay.
like what exactly the rules that they play by are. Basically the only thing that's kind of similar to basketball is that ball goes through cylinder. But there's a lot of things going on other than that. That's just like,
It's
all
like
right,
a
I
mix
guess.
of the floor is lava, slam ball, and basketball.
Yeah.
Why did
Which
they
is-
feel the need to do that?
I don't know.
Maybe, that'd be a cool video game. Maybe that's it. Okay.
Look, it is a cool, like that's one of the coolest parts of this movie is the kind of dynamic living courts that they play on. Was always like, ooh, I want to see what another one of these looks like and how would they
Yeah.
interact with it, kind of thing. Like that
Pokemon
was a really
Stadium.
Yeah, exactly. It was a really cool part of the movie. The animation was something kind of you know, it was
That was
new. It was
cool.
fresh. It felt fresh. Yeah. It's very in the
Mhm.
style of, I believe you said this in your review, like
No.
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kind of mutant
Yeah.
mayhem
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah. Huge voice cast.
Mhm.
It's a very ham-fisted theme, right? They just kind of hit you in the head with this theme over and over and over and over again. It's like, we get it. We've heard this before. Not a lot of creativity there.
Lots of Oakland
Steph's
references though in this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's very Steph.
Yeah.
It's I wrote in my note. Steph Curry's hooves, I mean hands, are all over this, right?
Yeah.
Which
Gross.
which I appreciate. Love Steph Curry. Goat, didn't love it so much. It just, I don't know. I didn't land with me. It felt a little just forced, but you know, it's cool. I give Goat a popcorn and one as well.
Oh, I think I gave it popcorn one. I'm sorry you were in a bad mood. Gabrielle Union was good. Gabrielle Union, sorry.
Merp,
It's got,
merp.
recently traded Angel Reese in it. Like, it's packed with, like, clout chasing voices. Jelly Roll.
Yeah. Yeah. Jelly Roll's good. Actually, I liked him. I was like,
Okay,
wow, that
all
guy,
right.
whoever's doing his voice is really intense.
Let's get to what I was watching. We're going to start with a Netflix show that dropped last week. Something very bad is going to happen, and this cast is largely anonymous as far as the stars are concerned. And honestly, I preferred it that way because I don't know. I think if it was, I would have had higher expectations for the show should there have been a better voice cast. But we've got actress Camilla Monroe, Adam DeMarco, Gus Burney, and she was my favorite, by the way, playing Rich Sister Portia. And then the only one you're really going to recognize for the most part is Zlatko Buric. This guy, he's been in a lot of things. He's in Superman, the new
Who?
Superman movie.
Zlatko.
Do you remember the prime minister that's clearly like Israeli's prime minister guy that Superman like dangles above the earth, or Hawk Girl?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
See
that
him.
actor, he's been in a lot of stuff if you've been paying attention.
Yeah.
So with this cast, right, we have a supernatural thriller that is in a cult film, or so we thought. It's not really that, okay? It's not a film, sorry, it's a TV show, 8 episodes. It is something a little different. It's more about a curse. So they do an old bait and switch pretty well. And it's not like outright scary. It's not jump scares all over the place. Like there might be one or two. It's just creepy. Lots of creepy stuff going on. Okay. Unfortunately, they do try to jam in something on you, and you're kind of like, I didn't need that. I was really into the show, and then you tried to jam this thing in here, and that was fine. Like you could have just kept it where it was. Who keeps me in this show though is the sister Portia. She's super rich, and she has so many one-liners that make you laugh. One, like for instance, the bride to be spills wine all over herself because she gets into like a weird argument, right? And she changes because she's pissed off because she just found out that something happened was a total lie. It was a total sham. And so she's going to change, and she puts on a
Did
t-shirt and
something
everything because she's
very bad
pissed. So she's
happen?
not getting dressed up. So yes, something very bad happened. And as she's walking out, Portia goes, "Wait, why are you wearing that? You can't wear that. You look poor." The other sister-in-law goes, "You can't say that." She goes, "What? Poor?" So she's irritating. Like she is a character that will irritate so many people, but I loved her. She made me laugh throughout the entire show. Like she was my comedic relief in she's not a good person, but her delivery is so simple. It's literally like she's playing her direction was you're Paris Hilton, the first season of The Simple Life.
Right.
Let's try a little something. I'm going to give this movie something very bad is going to happen. This movie, this TV show, something very bad is going to happen. A popcorn and one. I think it has just enough there to draw in an audience. It's very interesting, and I love the old bait and switch. The story is just good enough, but I think a majority of people are really going to like this. Last 2 episodes trail off, but that's Netflix lately. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will be right back.
Cool. He'll be right back. Well, he's gone. I'm gonna review one of his movies for him. What did he watch? Ms. Marvel. All right. Ms. Marvel is a treat. It's the best Marvel that there ever was. No, we can't do that. Stupid. I guess I can just do mine. I'll do mine.
Sure.
He'll get mad. I don't care.
I'll be right back.
I watched Pete Holmes has a special on Netflix. It came out like 10 days ago or something. Silly Fun Boy, I believe it's called. And that sums it up. You know, Pete Holmes is he's on the verge of being generally evergreen with his comedy. He doesn't go too far this way, too far that way. He has some insightful stuff. I think he's a very spiritual, philosophical guy. His jokes aren't like A+ material, but once in a while he hits some stuff that's just like make you chuckle a little bit. Make you chuckle a little bit. I didn't write everything down, of course, but there's a couple things that just jumped out at me without context. He's talking about God and stuff, and then the punchline won't make sense. He said J.K. Rowling is not mad at you, and that got the whole crowd to roar. So I'm not going to spoil that for you, but that was a interesting punchline talking about God. Anyway, he also said I just found out that you shit your pants when you die, and that changed all the John Wick movies for me forever. He's like, get out of there, John.
Gonna shit your pants, buddy.
And then he's talking about Subway, and he was talking about, remember when everyone was eating Subway, and Subway, we thought it was healthy, and everybody's talking about, then just one day we all stopped eating Subway. It was like the same day. It was actually the same day that we had stopped listening to Dave Matthews Band. It was the same day. It was a hard day for whites. But yeah, there's a lot of other stuff, and
So Josh, I could tell you're reviewing this.
He talks about it's dad humor, but it's pretty good. Last thing was my favorite, and he talked about his wife and how much he loves his wife and blah blah blah. And he said, "I love my wife so much. If I woke up and she was a dude, I would roll with it." Pete Holmes, it's good. It's like Jim Gaffigan, but a different style. I really appreciate him. I think just about everyone can appreciate him a little bit, but he's corny. He knows it. It's fine. He's just a sweet old dad guy. He's like your stepdad. He always has been. Why not? You know, give him a shot. It's on Netflix.
Very stepdad face energy.
Yeah. I go popcorn and one. His career in general is a popcorn and one. I like him.
Yeah. All right.
Jordan, go ahead.
All right. So I'm going to give you a review of some stand-up comedies I watched. I'm going to piggyback on that with some stand-up comedy. And this is Zhang Wang. All right.
Zhang Wang.
And his comedy special is called Purple. And his appearance, his delivery is very it gives you pause for a second. He's funny. He kind of looks like a caricature, we'll say. Like he looks like a Muppet, you know. Very, very interesting delivery and style. It's very slow, you know, and then have you ever done this? And then this happened to you. That's exactly how he talks, to be honest with you. It's a very good impression. Very slow. In that delivery, in that vein, it is all very, very slow. You're kind of waiting to just see where this sentence, and again, this is what his kind of brilliance is, that when he starts a sentence, you don't know where the sentence is going to end, and it takes very long to get there. So the buildup of like, is good.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's very observational. Very, very just like, yeah, a whole like, have you ever been cooking with this? It's all just like menial things that he talks about. Super just day-to-day life observational stuff. He keeps it relatively clean,
Mhm.
right? It's adult. It's not squeaky clean, but it's right, just being observational. He doesn't get
Yeah.
too dirty into stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um the big joke, the big thing here, why his special is called Purple, right? Is because he talks about the power in what color toothbrush you select,
Mm.
right? And that the purple toothbrush is, this is purple is the color of change, like we're gonna something interesting's gonna. He's
What
very
is it?
psychedelic, we'll say. You could tell that probably from his outfit. I don't know. I guess so. It makes sense when he says it. I can't even, all of his jokes are very like, I can't even like repeat them because it's just like, it's not repeatable humor. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all
Is
about
it
his delivery
it's his
and
whole thing. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Stephen Wright is similar. He sounds a
yeah,
lot like a Stephen Wright type of style.
sure. Yeah. Yeah. I get that. I get that connection there. So, I mean, it's funny. Honestly, like I would tune it out for a few minutes because I was like, I had this on and I was doing stuff and I would totally lose what he was saying. But then the minute I like looked and focused and heard what he was doing, I was laughing. Like I
Mhm.
was like giggling, chuckling at it,
Mhm.
just picked it right back up. So Zhang Wang Purple, this is the theme today, popcorn and one.
Popcorn and one. That reminds me, I'm in the middle of one, so I'll review it further. But definitely, there's this guy that I'm watching another stand-up, and it's on HBO, and it's really, really cool. I'll already suggested. I'm halfway through it. It's Color Theory, so I'll review that next
Oh,
week.
okay. Yeah, I
It's
saw the
it's
preview of
cool,
that
dude.
and I was like, this
It's
looks
weird, man.
very avant-garde. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like the same thing where like his whole shtick is the comedy. It's good.
All right, so I'm going to review Shrinking. This is the weakest out of the 3 seasons. This season is all about
Oh, yeah.
you said, "Oh yeah." I thought you were going to disagree. I was like, it's definitely the weakest of the 3 seasons, and this is about, getting old and having to face different phases in life. It seems like this whole season is about that. And that stands to reason because if you've read what's about to happen with season 4,
There's gonna be a season 4.
yes. So we have a time jump. They're going to jump into the
Jeez.
future. And I was like, okay, I see. Season 3
they're
was
gonna
this.
jump into they're gonna jump into 1,000 years in the future. Harrison Ford comes out of a cryo tube and he's gotta defend the galaxy. Oh,
From depression. There's again, you have the same elements of loss as you've had from the previous seasons, but I don't know if they find the most effective ways to execute them. And then we address some daddy issues. Okay, so it's a lot. They're packing a lot. We addressed some mommy issues last season. Now we're addressing some daddy issues this season, and it's a little much, but I get it. I get what they're trying to do. At the end of the day, it's still a beautiful show that just makes you feel good when you watch it. It's
mhm,
we can't move forward until we address our past in a lot of different character storylines. A lot of them
mhm,
are we gotta address the past before we can move into the future, and you get that through a lot of different perspectives, through a lot of different characters, and you get the envy that exists only within family and found family, and that is presented to us in season 3 of Shrinking. Michael J. Fox for the win. I love it. I love seeing Michael J.
Mhm.
Fox back on
mm,
television. It was so good to see him back. I love the way they
yeah,
used Michael J. Fox.
yeah. I'm halfway through it and feel the same way, and I can't wait to finish it. But yeah, this definitely seems like it's very. I thought they were wrapping it up, like it because everyone's just giving everyone a hug. Everyone's
Yeah,
fucking hugging every goddamn scene.
yeah. And everyone's leaving. So I get it. Time jump. We got to bring everyone back to Los Angeles. They're going back to. Anyway, so with Shrinking season 3, I'm going to go ahead and give it a popcorn and 1.5 because the previous 2 seasons, I mean, it's just so hard to compete with what is
Yeah.
utter enjoyment and gut wrenching sadness and happiness all at once and so much emotion, and then you get season 3, which isn't that. So popcorn and 1.5.
You know what kind of bothers me about it though? I don't know. maybe this is a little telling, but everyone in that show is so involved in everyone's lives, and that's so unbelievable to me.
Well, I mean, they're close friends. This is their 5 best
Yeah, and
friends.
they're
Like, if you
all
think about it,
yeah.
we know way too much about you. Know way too much about me. I know way too much about you. We know way too much about Wes.
Feel you.
All right, Jordan, what's next on your list?
I watched Trust Me, The False Prophet on Netflix. A 4-episode, about an hour apiece each episode, documentary about some FLDS, so fundamentalist Mormons, in Arizona, I believe. They have their community of this community is reeling from the aftermath of their prophet Warren Jeffs, who is in jail for like life or something. I don't know. And Warren Jeffs kind of leaves these people aimless. He stops communicating with them. And basically his last edict is that they are not allowed to get married or procreate or do anything anymore. And human beings being human beings are like, no, they don't want to accept that. Some of them start doing it anyway. And one man uses this to his advantage and emerges very predatorily as the next prophet claims to be, right? And so
You think with all
basically the
these
whole thing just
copy-paste cults, someone would catch on.
right. No. These few men get, I don't know if they actually get duped into it, brainwashed into believing this, but I think it's rather convenient, right? That they get what they want out of believing in him. Right? But they go really far. If this is all just a con to be sexual predators, they go really far with it, like as far as their undying, unwavering support for him. I mean, they give him all of their money. Of course, the cult thing, like that goes hand in hand. But the guy is so ridiculous. He is so uncharismatic. Like he just goes up to these people and tells them like, I'm a prophet, and they went, okay. Like there's nothing about him that screams like leader.
Does that remind you of that
like,
Nick Cage movie?
What I'm laughing at is Jordan's like, why do you guys even like him?
Yeah, no, they talk about like prior to him having this thing with this revelation where people just start following him. I don't know. Like everybody is very confused why they are following this guy, because they're like, he's really stupid. Like they talk about it before all of this takes place. They're like, he was really dumb, really like people didn't like him. He was a loser. He was kind of an outcast in our community. Like,
right.
He just kind of emerged and said, I'm the new prophet. So now people are allowed to have sex and get married and procreate. So dudes he kind of attracted all the other sort of social outcasts.
It was
who
funny
went like,
how you
oh,
said
great.
People are now allowed to have sex. He attracted so dudes are like, and I was like, where is this going to go? Just the lineup of where you were going.
Yeah, he attracted the other social outcasts into his orbit. So they just, it was very opportunistic of them.
Join my cult. I'll get you laid.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stupid people.
It is so dumb because, like, if you think about, like, I don't know, like, it's not too far down the block, you're gonna find a black church where they're having fun. Just go there.
Just go there.
You're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a good time. They got good music, bro.
So these men are convinced, right? They give him all of their money, and they basically give him their wives. Because they're polygamists. They're fundamentalists, Latter-day Saints. They give them these men give this guy their wives and their children, basically, and he marries all of them. And they are just brainwashed.
Dear
And basically
audience,
the way that
I have not seen this, and I deeply regret all my statements I made prior to hearing that revelation.
yeah, he so basically the way this plays out is a woman and her husband, who this lady, she has roots with being Mormon, where she was kind of misled and brainwashed by a guy. So her and her husband move into this town that they know where there's this FLDS community is, and basically they hear about this guy and they decide that they're going to infiltrate his life by pretending to do a documentary about him because, surprise, surprise, he's a crazy malignant narcissist. Like, so they're like, yeah, we want to document. They just keep like showering with praise. You're so amazing. You're doing all these amazing things. And him being a moron, he just like gobbles all of it up.
Right.
And basically,
Like Trump.
yeah, he calls them over to film everything. It's hilarious, most hilarious thing I've ever seen. He's like, "Hey guys, come film me hiking in the woods because I'm very good at hiking." And he's just like, he's very fat, he's very like out of shape and very uncoordinated.
So,
And he's just like
RFK.
doing this. He's like a 5-year-old doing these like Spider-Man moves through these like rocks and stuff, and it's just the funniest thing you've ever seen. It's
Oh
like,
my God.
Will Ferrell or somebody like it couldn't write this better. Like, it's just
Wow.
hilarious. And he just does a lot of things like that. He's really dumb. He gets mad at one of his guys that follow him because he goes, he's using very big words in front of my wives, and then asks me if I even know what they mean, knowing that I don't. So he punishes him for like makes him do ridiculous things.
Apologize.
Yeah. It's great.
That's a big word. Did you guys hear it?
The really scary, heartbreaking part of this is the reaction of the children when they're being taken away by law enforcement. The way that these children respond, how brainwashed they are, and just how it's really like Children of the Corn kind of horror movie, and it's through kind of no fault of their own. They're children and they've been brainwashed and all of that. But the way that they respond to people that are trying to help them is horrifying. Anyways, the guy ends up getting 50 years in prison. A lot of his co-conspirators get very lengthy prison sentences. It all unravels in a way that one of the people that they try to kind of redeem in your eyes, because again, she was brainwashed into this. She didn't really have very many choices. It still feels like, come on, you were aggressively part of this web. You don't, I don't know. It's hard because it's one of those things like you don't want to victim blame or anything like that. But this was interesting. Yeah, it could have been at least one episode shorter. I give it a popcorn and 1.
Poppy 1.
This was
Wow,
a-
we are on a Poppy 1 train. Well, get ready for a less than a
Yeah.
popcorn. We are back to where we started with Beast, with Thrash. Now, remember what I said? I said that Beast was not AI, it was bro-I. All right? This
Bro-I.
is absolutely AI. Yeah, bro intelligence. This is absolutely. I'd have to break that down for you.
You didn't have
Why'd you
to.
make me do this? Why'd you do
didn't.
this to me?
I didn't.
Now we're
You
here.
didn't.
Now we're
I
stuck
didn't.
here. We're
You
in the
didn't.
mud.
No, we're stuck here. We're stuck here.
No, I watched Thrash. So let's set the scene for this storm and introduce you to every single character, each of which is absolutely weird and unintelligent. Every single one. Yeah, and the dialogue, it's awful too. Let's talk about something. Oh, wait, skip right over it. Never mind. Go back to the subject real quick. Wait, we're out again. We've got a lot to get to. There are sharks in water swimming in houses. That's what happens. Anyway, let me give you a little clue into like. All right.
There are sharks in water swimming in houses.
So I feel like one day I'm gonna get offered to pitch these terrible movies because I think I could be a great pitch man for this stuff. But but so let me set the scene really quick again about the AI. There's 2 things I want to talk about before I rate this movie a terrible rating. why do people? There's a director. It's not just AI writing. Presumably, there is a director.
Someone's curating this. Yeah.
That can direct it. You can say it's a bad idea. So I don't like. You're never gonna get a job again. But all right, so
You're never gonna get a job.
so anyway, there's a big hurricane coming, right? And everybody's trying to get out of town. And here's this there's a truck that they fill with meat blood juice.
Meat blood juice.
Of course, this is the
It's a good band
catalyst.
Father.
This is
Father, more meat blood juice.
So anyway, they come across each other. Lisa, you're never gonna make it down that road. There's a tree blocking it. Widen out. The tree's directly behind his truck. Lisa, how the hell did your dumbass not see that big-ass tree right there in the road?
Lisa.
Now.
Lisa.
We've got the tsunami coming. Everybody can see it. The levees have broken. Here comes the water. Lisa, squeeze your Mini Cooper past that tree. Okay. Lisa drives directly into the tree.
I don't think they can make movies about sharks anymore. I just don't think it's a formula that is viable anymore.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah,
His movie's bad all around. And the last thing I'm going to tell you guys about Thrash is guy watches friend get eaten by shark. Girls yelling shark. Guy in truck. Totally safe in truck. Kicks the door open in truck while girl yells shark. Door gets open. Gets in water with shark. Shark eats man out of truck. The girl still yelling shark.
Eats him out of
guy
truck?
who has seen guy who has seen his friend get eaten by a shark all of a sudden hears girl yelling shark. Looks around like where's the shark? As if he didn't just see his friend get eaten by said shark. Friend gets eaten as well.
I don't like any of this.
The last good shark movie I watched was called Jersey Shore Shark Attack, and I put I put it on, fast forwarded to the middle just to see what's going on here, and it's a very fake Guido person, like, oh my god, freaking sharks in the freaking water, and I was like, worth it. Turned it off.
Perfect.
I love it.
Thrash on Netflix is going to get less than a popcorn from me. So the two newest films that have come out outside of the drama, which we'll get to next week, we hope, knock on wood, terrible.
I watched One Piece season 2. It's been reviewed by Fry, and I can't get enough of this show. It
Really?
is ridiculous. It's really not. It's just, I guess it's true to the source material. It's just not very. It's very corny,
Yeah.
right? And anime is corny. It's cheesy, right?
But yeah,
That's what's charming about it.
There's a certain type of camp, and that's why Rocky Horror is lauded, because it's corny. People like that shit.
Yeah, it's like, stick to the certain things. You need to stick to the source material. However, you may think that it might come off as corny and cheesy and campy or whatever, like, you still got to do it. Sorry. And this is one of those things. Stay with it. Stay the course. It's fine. The fans will appreciate it. And I'm not saying I'm not a huge fan of this. I was aware of it before it was a live action phenomenon that it is now. I'd seen like one episode ever, and I was like, this is cool. I get it. I see why people like this. I watched like the preview for the real anime after finishing the season, and I was like, nah, it's not going to translate for me to go and want to go watch the real anime. Yeah.
Dude, but you got to also consider, like, it's like 1,300 episodes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, and that's a big no. That's a hard pass for me.
It's a big no, dog.
Yeah,
I just complained in the pre-production meeting about a 4-hour documentary.
So you get introduced to fan favorite character Chopper, and Chopper is really cute. Chopper is
Yeah.
really annoying.
Mm.
Really annoying. I could see Chopper being the downfall of this live action series.
Mm.
I could see him being the thing
Jar
that does
Jar?
it in. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's a real character in the show and all that, and it's very merchandisable, which of course is what they're going for. But I think his involvement could lead to the abandoning ship of many of the kind of yeah, right. Good pun there. I didn't. That was not intentional. Could lead to it of the kind of less hardcore anime kind of fans. The timid fan of this might be
The
like,
normies.
this is a bit, I can't do this kind of thing. But I love it. I
Yeah.
absolutely love this season. It's so much fun. It's like hanging out with your friends. It's very childlike and just it just was a breath of fresh air. I love it. I want more of it.
Cool.
Popcorn in
Mhm.
2.
Very cool.
Popcorn and 2. Jordan, why don't you just go ahead and keep going?
Yeah.
And I will save my final review
Finish
next
this off.
week.
I watched In Your Dreams, a Netflix original animated film. Decent cast. You got Craig Robinson, who doesn't have enough of a part in this. His character is very funny, but they kind of abandon him. Kristen Milotti of Penguin
Yeah.
success.
Milioti, yeah.
She honestly, I couldn't tell you which character she plays, if it's the mother or the daughter. Couldn't really tell. Simu Liu is the dad in this, and he's fine. It's pretty witty. It's got a lot
witty.
of adult humor, very kind of fart jokey kid humor type stuff.
Mm.
The best part of this movie is they go to an animatronic pizza place, like a Chuck E. Cheese kind of,
Mhm.
and the mask, and it's very nonchalant the way they do that, which is great. Like if it was like done too purposefully, I don't think it would have killed it, but it's so nonchalant that the pizza mascots are dancing to "Don't You Wish Your Girlfriend Was," but it's "Don't You Wish Your Pizza Was Hot Like Mine." And honestly, it was the way it's done is very, very clever and funny, and that's kind of
Okay.
this whole movie. Yeah. It's about a dream world. These kids enter this dream world. Then it gets very tropey. Like they have to go to the dream world because if they meet the Sandman Dream Master, he can grant them make their dreams come true. And they're worried about their parents splitting up. So they're like, this is where it all the adventure ensues. The animation is good. It's like that kind of trying to be somewhat realistic animation, but still very much animated. It doesn't come off creepy like, I don't know, like the Polar Express. Yeah, it's cool. I liked it. It moves pretty fast. I guess the end drags a little bit, like where it actually gets to the action of this, the culmination of everything. It's like I don't really care. Like I was kind of just down for this really aimless, whimsical adventure through
Yeah.
nonsense. Like that was fun. So In Your Dreams gets a popcorn.
It's a
Popcorn. And
popcorn.
what do we got, Jordan? What should the fans be ready to join us at the movie theaters for this week?
This week we are watching Lee Cronin. As if we're supposed to know who that is. Do you know who Lee Cronin is? Do you know who Lee Cronin is?
I think so.
All right. Well, he is such a big deal that he needs to put his name before you even know the title of this movie. Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
The mommy.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
because there's been so many The Mummies that you need to specify
Yeah.
that this is Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
Yeah, it's my version, baby. Like a Bram
Yeah.
Stoker's Dracula. So that's probably what he's making a call to.
Well, he did The
Yeah.
Mummy and he did Ghost Train, and so he's had a few. He did The Evil Dead Rise, which was one of our Butter on Tops years and years ago in 2023.
Did he do The Mummy with Brendan Fraser?
No.
Okay, because that mummy's also coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that was
They're
aggressive.
remaking that,
How
so-
did you know that about The Mummy? Was he
Well-
being Edge? 3 Edge references.
Wah, wah, wah. Yeah. Also, everyone should be on the lookout for the Invincible review coming. You want to talk about some meat blood juice? Watch Invincible, dog. I can't wait to see the end of this season. It's gonna be great.
So we have come to my drunk classic for the decade of 2000 to 2010. And this is something that Josh has done quite a bit, but I have yet to do. I don't think Jordan's done it either. Jordan, have you had a animated butter on top or a drunk classic yet?
I'm sure at some point I have. I'm pretty sure. I don't
Maybe.
know. Yeah,
I don't think
don't
you
know.
have.
You made us watch
Okay.
Rango,
Okay.
didn't you?
Oh, I've reviewed it.
Yeah,
You
that's
chose
right.
to watch Rango.
Yeah, I like Rango.
You want to challenge me? I'll pick the worst animated drunk classic you've ever heard.
well,
Alright.
I'm finally gonna wade into the waters of an animated movie. I was gonna do this with my '90s pick, but instead of doing it with my '90s pick, we had to fast forward because someone died. So what we are gonna go with is what I feel is one of the more underrated animated movies from Disney, and it's one of my favorite Disney movies, The Emperor's New Groove.
Okay. Cool. All right.
So now
I
they
don't know
know
if
what
I've
to
seen this
see.
movie from start to finish. I've seen
Oh,
every bit of
dude.
this movie, but I've never seen it start to finish.
Dude, try to find. I think there's a recut where they just add more stuff for no reason. Watch it. Watch it.
We're all going to go see The Mummy this weekend. And audience, you are more than welcome to join us as long as you get the popcorn. We'll get the beer. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.